From turning down billion-dollar ideas.
And so for that reason, I'm out.
I just don't see that progression, and for that reason, I'm out.
To ignoring expert advice.
Let me ask you a question. If I offered you $30 million for the company, would you take it?
No.
To literally arguing with the person trying to save your business.
Surely you got a bit more respect than that.
And Gordon has had enough with Joe Nagy.
Wake up! You wake up!
These aren't just bad decisions. These are once-in-a-lifetime chances thrown away. This is Jamie Siminoff. It's 2013. He walks onto the Shark Tank set with a gadget he literally built in his garage, a Wi-Fi video doorbell called Doorbot. He's asking for $700,000 for a 10% stake.
My name is Jamie Siminoff. I'm from Los Angeles, California. My product is the Doorbot. I'm seeking $700,000 for a 10% stake in the company.
He's out of money. He put $10,000 of his own cash into props for the pitch alone. His team of 8 spent a full month prepping, and the Sharks, they passed. Every single one of them.
And so for that reason, I'm out.
I just don't see that progression, and for that reason, I'm out.
I just don't think it's for me. I'm out.
For that reason, I'm out.
Kevin O'Leary, the only one who made an offer, threw out terms Siminoff couldn't accept. A royalty deal on top of equity. Siminoff walked out. No deal, in tears.
You know, we have a vision, I think, to build a big company out of this. And I can't give someone 10% of all of our sales because it'll bleed us of cash while we really need it the most. So I would do $700,000 for a 10% interest rate with a 3% equity kicker.
No, not interested.
5 years later, Amazon bought Doorbot, now called Ring, for $1 billion. And Kevin O'Leary himself later called it probably the biggest miss in Shark Tank history. As of 2026, Ring is installed in millions of homes. The smart doorbell market is projected to hit nearly $20 billion by 2033. And the Sharks passed on it for a $7 million valuation. And look, it gets dumber from here, because at least the Sharks didn't lose their money on the Ring deal. The next one, they lost everything. And real quick, if you're enjoying this video and want more crazy business stories like this, hit that subscribe button, because trust me, the internet is full of moments like these, and you don't want to miss the next one. September 2013, a guy named Charles Yim walks into Shark Tank with a tiny device that clips onto your phone and measures your blood alcohol level. He calls it Breathometer, the world's first smartphone breathalyzer.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Charles Michael Yim, and I'm the founder and CEO of Breathometer. I'm asking for $250,000 for 10% equity stake in my company. Activate the app. Within a matter of seconds, you'll be able to know what your breath alcohol level is. And better yet, it can even tell you how long it'll take to sober up. And if need be, you can even hail a cab with a push of a button. So please join me on this mission to help people make smarter and safer decisions, one breath at a time. Thank you.
He hands out champagne to the investors and makes them blow into the device. And they loved it. Every single shark jumped in, all 5. Together, $1 million total, for 30% of the company. That had never happened in Shark Tank history before.
All 5 sharks will give you $1 million, $500,000 for Mark Cuban for 15%, and $500,000 split amongst the 4 of us for the other 15%. So $1 million for 30%.
There's a reason the champagne's open, my friend.
What are you gonna do?
I accept.
Mark Cuban alone put in $500,000. The product hit $1 million in sales within months of the episode airing. Things looked incredible. Then came 2017. The Federal Trade Commission filed a complaint against the company. Turns out Breathometer knew that the device regularly showed lower blood alcohol readings than the actual levels, meaning people could blow into this thing, think they were fine to drive, and actually be over the legal limit. The FTC called it deceptive and dangerous. The company was forced to offer full refunds to every single customer who bought the device between 2013 and 2015. Total sales during that period, $5.1 million, all refunded. Mark Cuban later said on a podcast that Breathometer was his worst execution in Shark Tank history, and confirmed he lost his entire $500,000 investment. As of 2025, Breathometer is completely defunct. Website gone, product discontinued. So the dumbest decision here? Every single shark skipping due diligence on a safety product. You can't just eyeball a breathalyzer and say, yeah, this works. Kitchen Nightmares has run for 9 seasons. Gordon Ramsay has walked into 97 restaurants. He has never, not once in either the UK or US version, quit a restaurant makeover mid-episode until Amy's Baking Company. Amy and Sammy Buzaglo owned a bakery in Scottsdale, Arizona. They called Gordon for help, so Gordon shows up, and within hours, he discovers they were serving frozen food and calling it fresh, firing waitstaff constantly. 50 people fired in 18 months. Then Sammy admitted it was actually closer to 100. They were taking their servers' tips. And when customers sent food back, Amy would intentionally make dishes worse for customers she didn't like. And when Ramsay tried to help them, they went off. So bad that for the first and only time in the show's entire run, Ramsay walked out and told producers he simply could not help these people. But here's where the business decision gets truly catastrophic. After the episode aired and went viral, the restaurant's Facebook page began exploding with negative comments. What did Amy and Sammy do? They fired back, aggressively, calling customers pathetic losers, threatening people online, going absolutely nuclear on social media, in full public view. The restaurant became a tourist attraction, but for the wrong reasons. It permanently closed on September 1st, 2015. The lesson here is genuinely timeless. When the world's most famous chef shows up to save your business for free on national TV, maybe don't pick a fight with him. Three sisters walk onto Shark Tank with a dating app called Coffee Meets Bagel. Mark Cuban falls in love with it, so much so that he makes the largest single offer in the entire history of Shark Tank.
Hello, my name is Arun, Dawoon, and Sue, and we're the Kang sisters from San Francisco. Today, we're raising $500,000 in exchange for 5% equity in our company.
$30 million to buy the whole company.
Let me ask you a question. If I offered you $30 million for the company, would you take it?
No.
The sisters said no, turned it down, walked off the set with zero deal. Now look, they had their reasons. They didn't want to sell, they wanted to build it themselves. And to be fair, they did go on to raise nearly $20 million in outside funding and run the business on their terms. So in some ways, respect. But here's why this makes the list. After the show, investor valuations and deal flow for the app never matched what Cuban was offering that day. That moment, that $30 million offer from one of the most connected business people on earth was a once-in-a-career opportunity, and they left it on the table. No judgment. It's their company. But from a pure business decision standpoint, walking away from $30 million on national television earns a spot on this list. No question. This one isn't about a single restaurant. This is about a pattern of the dumbest business decision ever made. Repeated across nearly 100 different businesses, over 9 seasons of television.
Surely you got a bit more respect than that.
And Gordon has had enough with Joe Nagy.
Wake up! You wake up!
It's the most intense confrontation Gordon has had all year.
You want me out of here? I'm gonna leave. Good!
Gordon Ramsay shows up for free with a full renovation budget, a new menu, rebranded decor, and Michelin star-level expertise. He spends 3 days fixing everything. Opening night, then the cameras leave. And then those same owners go right back to the 50-item frozen food menu, back to the family drama, back to every single thing Gordon just fixed.
Right now, I feel like I'm in a mental asylum.
Where he meets Joe Nagy.
You can't hurt my feelings, so let's get over the bullshit.
The most pretentious owner he's ever met.
Out of 97 restaurants, Gordon Ramsay has tried to help across all 9 seasons. Only 29 are still open as of the most recent reporting. That's a closure rate of around 70%. 70% of restaurants that literally called Gordon Ramsay, that asked for his help. They signed contracts to be on national television, saying, please, save my business, and then undid everything he had built. The common thread in almost every single failure. The owner refused to listen, reverted to the old menu, went back to old habits. Or, in the legendary case of Amy's Baking Company at number 3 on this list, just went completely off the rails on social media. Gordon Ramsay put it best when someone asked him why so many of these places still close. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And that is the #1 dumbest business decision on reality TV. Not a bad pitch, not a rejected deal. It's the decision to call in the world's best helps and then throw it all away the second the spotlight's off. And if you want to see more insane stories like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.